So Thor Ragnarok is that kid you made fun of in high school, and then after summer he comes back and you're like, oh damn. Now if you missed the first two movies, I can't really help you there since those were like the two best 2-hour naps I've ever had, but even Chris didn't like them, so I don't really think you have to worry about them. Instead, we begin with Thor looking for Marvel's 7 Dragon Balls. When he gets caught by Waititi from Moana, Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song plays, which gives him the power to escape, and he comes back home to Asgard to catch his brother pretending to be his dad. Now, if you remember in the second one, if you woke up right at the end of your nap, that was like a big twist that they ended the second one with, and it was supposed to be like this crazy built-up that they were going to do with Loki pretending to be his dad and taking over. It gets solved in minutes. Like, they're literally trying their hardest to avoid everything from the first two. They pull Mary-Kate and Ashley and visit New York City in search of their papa when Doctor Strange straight up kidnaps Loki. Thor has a beer with him to settle his contractual obligation that he has to be in this movie, and then he sends him to Narnia where they find their dad chilling. He says goodbye, turns into pixie's dust, and before they can even shed a tear, Samara from the ring comes out of nowhere and destroys Thor's hammer. You son of a... Odin has just warned them that they have a sister they never knew about named Hela, who's hella good at killing people, that she's known as the god of death. They try to escape by doing that beam me up Scotty thing, but she tosses them to another planet while she arrives at Asgard and kicks guard ass. Thor wakes up in this new planet, becomes a slave by Creed's girlfriend, and is sent to compete in a battle arena where he meets the best character in the movie.
Why, thank you. You're welcome.
Loki's also on this planet, but you know that Loki's that coworker who sucks up to the boss so much that he's in good standing with Jeff Goldblum, who, well, he just pretty much plays Jeff Goldblum in the movie. Thor gets tossed into this battle royale, which turns into a family reunion for him.
He's a friend from work.
Funny thing about this line was that it's actually written by a kid who was visiting the set on a Make-A-Wish Foundation type of retreat thing, and so technically, a child has a writing credit on this massive box office hit. And it works better than Justice League. The two tie in their battle, even though Goldblum pulled a Brady and cheated by zapping the God of Thunder, which, when you really think about it, why would the God of Thunder not be able to handle that if he can literally control electricity? Either way, a big chunk of the movie is just Ruffalo trying to make Hemsworth laugh, since 95% of the movie is improv, and they even keep the parts where they break character. These three find a way to make it back to Asgard. They try their hardest to defeat the royal supervillain Lord. Idris Elba, who's literally been a doorman for the last 2 movies, a doorman, finally gets to do more since it's 2017, and he saved a whole group of Asgardians, so they have a whole crew to battle and take down Hela and her army. The big reveal, though, that we get with a little bit of backstory is that since we know Hela is their older sister, we also see that Odin practically took over Asgard Pilgrim style by killing all of the natives. That means that everything Thor knew has been a lie. Thinking that his brother was his best friend and then he's not. Thinking that his father was this perfect leader who did things right when he didn't. And thinking that he was going to rule Asgard. And then it explodes. They defeat Cate Blanchett by calling back Taika and causing Ragnarok to happen, which is when the entire planet pretty much just gets engulfed into flames and it's this whole apocalypse. Thor loses an eye, so he now looks like his dad, and is the king like his dad, as they escape on this huge Enterprise ship with everyone, until they get caught by Thanos' ship. Now, I don't know when that Infinity War trailer is going to drop, but for those of you who saw it because you were in Hall H, or for those of you who saw it because, you kind of stumbled upon it online, it starts off with Chris Hemsworth landing on the Guardian ship with that eye patch, and he unites with them. Does this mean everyone on that ship is going to die? Does Loki betray them since he took the Tesseract? Will Korg get his own franchise? I don't know how it's all going to play out in the end, but what I do know, for a fact, is that Cate Blanchett was hella fine as that villain. Thanks for watching this video. I love Thor Ragnarok. I know there's a lot of people who complain it's a comedy, and that would be a great observation. I know that there are also those who complain that there's no story when, the story was he has to kill his sister, he loses his dad, his hammer, his hair, his cape, his world, his eye, and then finally has to become king even though he's taking everyone away. But yeah, no story. Other than that, if there's any other movies you want me to explain, let me know down below as I go and get me and my guitar animated.